Franchise Sports Media!
What's going on, fight fans? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the main event right here on Franchise Sports Media. It's your boy Kalani, along with
Towan Butler in the place to be, man. What's happening?
Man, let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening, T.
Tell me what's happening.
We should be saying, and new. We should be saying that.
Because he got his ass whooped.
For those of y'all that may not know, because you're under a rock, and it's okay, we gonna school you, we gonna learn you. Tank Davis took on Lamont Roach Jr., Barclays Arena, Brooklyn, New York, boxing man. It was all there.
It was.
Majority draw. Majority.
Two judges
draw.
seen it that way.
Two judges had it 114 apiece. One judge had Davis winning. I'm gonna let you ride with it first, but this fight right here, man, oh man.
I think the judge that had Davis winning got an envelope under his chest.
He could have.
Before the fight.
Got that cash app going.
Yeah, there was no way that judge scored him a fight to win like that. Because like I told you before we started, Tank gives away, his strategy is to give away 2-3 rounds as soon as the fight starts. Mm-hmm. So he lost just right there. The 3 rounds he gave away, that made him lose because old boy won at least 7 rounds.
And then you also got to think, and I don't know why this happened, but Tank took a knee in the 9th round.
He did.
Now,
it was his braider's fault.
Well, according to him.
That's what they said.
That's what he said. It was a braider's fault. I used to have long hair. I didn't box, but afterwards, I know, but okay. But anyways, he takes a knee after Lamont lands a subtle jab. Right. Now, we both watched fights long enough. Right. Sometimes there is a delayed reaction. In the moment of it, he gets hit, a punch is thrown, Davis backs up, takes the knee.
Ref too.
He looked at the ref,
takes the knee. Don't forget that.
Now, here's what's messed up. He looked at the ref, but he wasn't calling, hey, something's in my eye. You know, normally, even in the UFC, if you get poked in the eye, hit low, you try to get the ref's attention. Hey, I got hit in the eye. Hey, I can't see it, whatever. He didn't do none of that. Took a knee, then ran to his corner.
To get his face wiped.
He got his face wiped off.
You know how illegal that is in the sport?
I thought it was a disqualification.
Look, when the round starts, the trainer can't say nothing or touch the fighter. No. The only thing the trainer can do is water the mouthpiece and put the mouth. But he can't even give instructions in that moment.
That's like that reminds me when Diego Corrales took on who was remember when Diego Corrales got knocked down like 3 times?
Oh yeah, he was fighting Costello.
Costello, yes.
Yeah, Luis Costello.
And he dropped his mouthpiece. And it was a hell of a fight. But it was the same situation. But you're right. His trainer could only get on the apron, wash his mouthpiece off, put it back. The only thing he ever said was, "You need to do it now." But the ref was quick on it. Hey, no
talking, no nothing.
Then he went out there and pop.
He told the ref, "Hold up, hey, wipe my eye." And the ref just watched him.
Well, hold on. Now we know who the referee.
Celebrity treatment.
We know who the referee is.
The short dude with the 3 eyes.
We know who the short dude is. So look,
look,
I don't mean to.
He seen that goddamn knee though.
He seen both of them. He had an eye on both fighters and said, "I'm watching you. Don't you move."
He's seen him.
He's made some incredible memes, and he is a good dude. He's a good ref. But that was one of those where because if you look back at the replay. When Tank takes a knee and goes to the corner, the referee's counting already. Yeah. Then, for some reason, he's told to stop the count.
Not only
Tank leans over the ropes, like you said, now his trainer comes up, wipes his face off, and then him and the ref have a moment of talking to each other. Lamont ain't even watching it. You're like, what is going on here?
You know, both counters counted. Because you know they got 2 counters.
Yes, they do. One on the outside.
One on the outside, and the one on the outside starts the count.
Yes.
The ref picks up the count once he knows the fighter is okay.
Yes. Once he tells the opponent to go in the neutral corner or whatever, then he looks at the outside ref or the judge who's counting.
2 people was counting.
2.
Where the fuck was 3 out? Where was you at, bruh? Stevie Wonder seen him take a knee, man.
Look, let me tell you, when you watch as much fights as we done, I don't know every single rule in the rule book. I've never seen that happen. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen that happen where at least they said, sorry, that's the point.
If you didn't know boxing, if they gave you a rule book, the first 2 rules would be the trainer can't do nothing for you while you fighting. And once you take a knee, it's considered a knockdown. From a punch.
Yes.
From a punch.
If your knee or your glove hits the mat, It's a knockout. Now, the only way it's not is if the referee calls for a slip.
For sure.
Maybe you guys stepped on each other's foot. Maybe there's some water there and you just slipped. Got it. But you're right. If I land a punch on you, don't gotta be the most devastating one in the world of UFC. We've seen Anderson Silva knock out Forrest Griffin, shot to Forrest Griffin, I'm sorry, stepping back off a jab when Forrest was coming in. Now, all his momentum was coming forward.
I think I seen that highlight.
Everybody saw that highlight. Okay, that was on ESPN Top 10.
He was backing up like
He was backing up and just pow. Wasn't the most devastating shot. So when Lamont landed this, you're saying, okay, there was a punch landed before he went down that should count. If that is counted, along with him winning the earlier rounds, and then the later rounds when he came on, Lamont's the new champion.
Yeah. Well, he won, bro, just because Tank gives away 3 rounds when the fight starts.
He does, because he likes to do that Floyd Mayweather approach.
And he also got that treatment, because I don't know if you remember the fight with Floyd and Zab. Zab really dropped Floyd, but they didn't count it. He hit him, and Floyd went down, and his hand kept him from falling. His glove hit the canvas. 100%.
No. I'm looking. I remember.
I'm a Floyd fan. I can just tell you that he got the Floyd treatment.
He did, and I was trying to think because I remember Zab hit him. Floyd was backing up, and his glove hit. I was trying to think. Yeah,
that was a knockdown.
I'ma just look. I'm a little older, and it's been a while since that fight, so I can't confirm or deny. Richard still to this day still didn't call it. To this day, they didn't call it. But and look, it'd be one thing if you just said, hey, look, man, human error. We watch baseball, football all the time. Human error, made a mistake. There are plenty of judges and refs around the ring. There are plenty of cameras there showing you replay. That should have been confirmed. Like in football, throw a challenge, that should have been confirmed. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, Tank Davis still remains the champion. It's a draw. They both said that they want to run it back, but Davis did say that they shouldn't run it back right away. But how much credit should we give Lamont Roach?
Get that boy all the credit.
He said
it. Give him all the credit because this is the first time I've been watching Tank. Sorry to cut you off.
No, good.
I just been watching Tank since he started, so I'm a Tank fan. Tank normally has people psyched out when the bell rings, like a Mike Tyson effect.
Yes,
you feel me? And as the fight goes on, Tank will give you a few rounds, but them opponents are running from Tank because they scared.
It's that power.
Roach was not. Even when he got hit, he was right back to return the sender.
Yeah.
He gave him one right back and didn't move. Yeah. And I think that's what shook Tank up. Because when you're a knockout artist, remember like Deontay Wilder?
Yes.
What we say last time. If you've been knocking people out, when it comes to a nigga you can't knock out, what you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Now, Tank we've seen can box. But like you said, he's what, 30-0?
28 knockouts.
28 knockouts. Ain't too many dudes who haven't hit the canvas with him. Right. So it is one of those where mentally, subconsciously, and let's not remember, Roach was moving up from 130 to 135. Yeah. So now you're thinking, okay, he might physically be taller than me, but I'm the natural, bigger, more powerful guy. Roach said, no, I'm standing 10 toes down. I'm standing on business right here in front of you. And psychologically, you got to think, what does that do to the puncher when a guy isn't backing away from your power, doesn't go down, and like you said, I'm returning it right back. Because there's a couple times he landed right on the Tank. The head Tank backing up.
Tank was like, hold up. Tank what, 2-3 times during the fight?
2 times I know for sure, probably 3.
He wobbled that boy,
He did.
And I think that's what shook Tank right there because normally Tank got mind controlled over Debo every fight.
Every fight.
Normally he do, but this particular fight,
he said, I'll be talking again.
Roach was ready for that shit. He was ready for the moment. He wasn't scared. He fought like the bigger fighter. He took everything Tank did away from him.
This is not to take anything whatsoever away from Lamont. Just trying to look at it for a reason.
Lamont did that.
Do you think there's any part of Tank that overlooked Lamont?
For sure.
Do you think, like you said, top of everything you said, do you think?
150 million% because I seen him. We was in the barbershop today, 7320 South Rainbow, Suite 111. Come get faded and braided. But we was at the barbershop today and we was watching the post fight. And Tank came out there with so many excuses. Oh, man, I ain't know what round it was. Yeah, you did. You been boxing since you was 6, nigga. You knew what goddamn round it was. The big thing is right up there. You got 3 people in your corner telling you what round it is every time the bell rings. So that motherfucker knew what time it was. Just the game plan didn't work. But when you've been used to doing what you're doing for 30 fights, what are you changing when you go to camp?
It's hard.
You're not changing shit.
No.
Deontay Wilder didn't change nothing.
He tried to, but he went the wrong direction with that today. I can't do it now because we're sitting there, but that loop turnaround.
He did.
Stop it.
That was the worst.
I don't know, man. Look, once I saw that video, I promise you, I wish I would have went down to the casino and made a bet. He losing. What the hell is this?
I do got to say something.
Go ahead.
I did say this on the last episode.
Yes, sir.
We did. While we was watching videos at the barbershop, I seen a video of Terrence Crawford. Now, I just want to go, because we talked about Canelo.
We did.
And we talked about Terrence Crawford.
We did.
And I looked right in this camera and I told Terrence, you going to get your ass whooped. I
You
love
did.
you. I did. But
I didn't say that, T.
But I seen that boy talk on an interview with somebody, and I didn't know he's going to let Canelo hydrate to whatever weight he wants.
Bro, that was crazy. When I seen that pop up and they said there's no rehydration.
No rehydration.
I said, wow.
I mean, he ain't scared at all. He don't give a shit. And that made me, I think he going to beat Canelo.
Oh.
I do. Only because weight hydration, that's some scary fighter shit.
Yeah.
Even Tank did that to Ryan Garcia. The day of the fight, you can't weigh no more than 10 pounds or what.
Yeah.
So he pulled that punk ass shit. But Terrence, 3 weight classes up, I don't give a. He can come in at 200 pounds. Terrence said, I don't give a shit. And with that type of mentality, I got to ride with the homie. Even though I'm Canelo when Canelo fight, I'm Mexican when Canelo fight. But this time around,
He said, I'm Mexican with Canelo.
because I'm a Canelo
He said,
fan.
"Arriba."
Yeah, I'm a fan. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Floyd passed the torch to him. But Terrence, man, he said, I don't give a fuck what he weigh.
Folks, I know sometimes I could be very animated, very loud, and speak really fast at times, but I do speak only the truth here. And as you can clearly see, I will bring you into the light. You just gotta listen to me. Follow me, and I will bring you into the light. Listen to the gospel.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
I
that,
tried to learn
bro.
you, though. I tried to learn you. Now, listen.
You did.
Canelo, we know, is one of the baddest of all time. We know that, and we're gonna talk way more about this fight as it gets
He's
closer.
the baddest Mexican to put on a pair of gloves.
Hey, Lane, look, that'd be a great topic to have someday, because there is some guy named Julio Cesar Chavez that went like 952-0 before he lost the
but
fight.
949 of them was pizza delivery guys too back in the day.
Mr. Chavez, I did not say anything about that. I love you
It's
to death.
true.
I was
Everybody
raised
fight
on your
pizza.
fights. I did not say anything.
Everybody
This is
fights
only him.
tomato cans, and it's business. Everybody fights bums in the beginning.
No.
Nobody gets special treatment.
And see, that's why I also say when we criticize some of the fighters, whether it's boxers or even MMA fighters, and they talk about their resume, but they've only had so many fights.
Right.
Whoa. Everyone is like that. I always ask people this: name me Mike Tyson's first 10 opponents. You can't, because they weren't anybody. So to sit here and criticize,
And they still work at McDonald's.
and they still work. Well, I don't know if they work at McDonald's anymore. With them getting rid of their DEI program, they might have to go someplace else, right?
He wasn't fighting nobody.
But
then.
no, but that is the fight. We do got to move on here. But on that topic, it's the same thing when I hear when MMA guys are coming up, but they only have like 12 fights. Well, who have they fought? Dude, I only got 12 fights in here.
Yeah,
You're
I
trying
ain't
to compare
fought
me to somebody
nobody.
with 45 fights.
can't.
Boxing, same thing. Oh, who's this guy fought? Or he hasn't fought that many dudes. Dude, I'm 19-0. Who am I supposed to fight? Well, am I supposed to fight the number one contender 19 times in a row? So you have to build yourself up to get those looks, to get those, to learn how to deal with deal with a southpaw, deal with a taller fighter, a counter puncher, a big puncher, an aggressive fighter.
That's what them amateur fights is for, though.
And
a lot of these fighters fuck themselves because they only
Yeah.
do 10 or 12 and think they ready to go pro when you need at least 50
And that-
amateur fights before you even go.
And I'm glad you said it, because I was just about to say, based off what you just said, if you look at a lot of these foreign fighters, the reason they're so damn good at the number of fighters,
pedigree.
you look at their amateur record. You look at Usyk, he's got like close to 400 amateur fights.
yeah.
Lomachenko.
Over 300 amateur
Thank
fights.
you. So it's like, yes, the amateur, I know it's a grind, but that's how you're going to get better, so that when you do turn pro, you don't have to do 20, 25, 30 fights before you're ready for the big time. You can go out there and do it. You look at someone like Keyshawn Davis and what he's doing. Young fighter, young career. It seems like, okay, I might need to move up in better competition already. Will it be too early? We don't know. Before we get into this weekend activities, we talked about this a little bit. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero.
Woo!
Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez.
Yes.
Telefino Lopez is also on the same card as well.
I forget who he's fighting.
I forget as well. I can pull it up. But my question to you would be, let's just say if everything aligns, Garcia wins, Haney wins. They've already agreed to a rematch. If they rematch each other, should Tank Davis and Roach 2 be on the same card as Garcia and Haney? That way, the winner of those two fights face each other.
Yep, I agree 100%. So they can start stacking the cards like in Dubai.
Exactly, because now if you know
they
this,
having that fight in the middle of Times Square, it ain't even in the venue. It's in the middle of the damn street.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I thought that was an open workout.
Nah, that's where the fight
That's where the
is.
fight is?
Yeah.
I'm not even
It's
kidding.
in May. It's in Cinco de Mayo. Nice weather. They
Holy
fighting outside. Middle of Times Square.
I seen a picture with the ring. I thought it was like advertising, like we're gonna do a press conference here or an open workout. That's where the fights is gonna be.
Really fighting right there.
Old school Caesar Palace over here in Las Vegas and went out. Them fights on the
I
outside.
remember them days.
Man, I would have loved to have been. I would love to have been a part of it.
Who you got, Ryan or Rolly though?
Ryan.
I got Ryan too.
Like I think Rolly's really good, but I think Ryan, if he when his head's not on right, I think Ryan's gonna get him. Haney's the one I got a question about.
I think Haney's gonna lose.
See, and that's.
I think Haney's gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna keep.
Why do you say that?
Because Jose Ramirez is a puncher, bro.
Yes, he is.
And we see he can't take a punch.
Look, that's what I was just about to say.
Devin can't take a punch.
When you lose how he did, how do you bounce back? Because now you're taking
Jose Ramirez.
Man, okay, look.
Mexican
but like you said, though, he's a puncher.
Right. He's a
so
puncher.
if he catches me again and I go back on my ass,
it's over.
That whole rematch with Ryan Garcia's out the window.
And then Ryan can fight Roach.
Right, he
Even
could.
though he'll have to come up, but Roach can be naturally bigger though.
He could.
He'll go up and fight Ryan.
You still got Shakur Stevenson out there.
You know Shakur is my boy.
He is your boy.
He ain't hitting hard enough.
No, he's not. But I tell you what,
too much.
If you wanna get a good time nap, watch Shakur Stevenson fight.
That's not fair.
Your sleep apnea go away real quick.
It did take a long time to knock that boy out, though. We didn't get to talk about that.
No, hold on. We did
He took almost 10 rounds to knock that boy out. Tank would have knocked him out about 3 rounds.
He would have.
Tank would have flew that boy.
See, I want to ask you a question since you brought that up. I wasn't going to bring it up because I'm humble.
Nah, you got to bring it up.
But let me ask you this. Was there anybody on this show that maybe said if old boy watched Rocky the whole way there, was there anybody on this show that said that?
You did say that. I can't even lie. You did. You said if this nigga watches Rocky all the way to the fight,
just on repeat, play it again.
You did say that.
Folks, I say it again.
I got it. Okay, you did.
Folks, I say it again.
It was a draw, though.
I will bring you into the light. All you gotta do is listen to the gospel. Follow me, and I will guide you to everlasting life. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
He's been right one time since I've been here. This is my second show.
Twice.
Okay.
Twice. And in my previous show with Griff, I was right every single time. Even when I wasn't right, I could have been right. So technically, I was still right. Bam. Talking about bam. That happened this past weekend.
Okay.
Going into this weekend, boy, we are loaded up.
Yeah, we are.
We got UFC 313 on Saturday at T-Mobile Arena. I'm gonna bring you along for the ride, though.
I'm here for the ride.
But before we get to
I
Saturday,
want to see somebody get choked out in this fight. I don't want to see nobody go down to the ground. I'm not a fan of the ground effects.
We can talk about that. But hold on.
If they stand up, it keep my attention.
What day comes before Saturday? Friday, Fountain Blue. We got Power Slap 12. When they said I slapped the black off of you, these people really took that. They're like, oh, say less. Man, look, I don't know what it is. I watched the last Power Slap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hooked.
I'm hooked too. I haven't seen it on TV, but I watch them on Instagram and TikTok.
Man, it's some of the best highlights to see. It's awesome to see when someone has the power to knock someone out, but when someone could take the slap and you eat it up.
That's when they going down.
Holy smokes!
Slap and they be like, that's all you got.
Man, exactly. And I'm sitting here like, that hurt me just watching this.
Whole face be welted up, red.
Power Slap 12 is going to have 2 title fights on there. We are going to have in the middleweight, Isaiah, the Puerto Rican pretty boy Quinones, defends his title against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux. Now,
is that a fight if we slap it, taking turns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could say, we know boxers who do that. I'm going to hit you, you hit me, and we just going to see who's the last man standing. Rock and soccer.
But they taking turns.
Like, literally taking turns. Like, your hands is down, you can't flinch, you can't... That's what's so wild about it. But you got to take your hats off to these men and women who go out there and for sure. But it's just one of those where I say, like back in the day, maybe I could have,
get up in there.
Yeah, in the amateurs. Maybe if I learned grappling early enough, maybe I could have wrestled with somebody. I ain't letting no mother slap me. I'm not slapping you. You slap me. Everybody gets. Well, white man can't jump. Say, sorry, I'm gonna go to my car.
But do you want to go first or second? It's kind of like a rap battle. If you rap it, would you rather be the first to slap?
Gotta go.
Or see if you could take it, and if you can, it's over.
Gotta go first. And
what if you go first and it don't rock you?
But what happens if I get rocked and I can't take it? What happens if I get knocked out? And I'm out. No. And speaking of that, the champion, Quinones, he's got 4 straight knockouts. Quinones.
Okay.
Come on now, don't do that to me. I'm at the public school in the inner city, man. Don't do that to me. I'm trying here.
All right,
but no, he's got 4 straight knockouts.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. One of the knockouts is the guy he's taking on, Bordeaux. It's the second time they're going at it. He knocked him out as well. Dude, when he smacks these guys, though, you just see like half their face goes this way. I seen one dude, this eye went over here. Damn. And he had 2 eyes on one side. I was like, oh, why you do that?
2 eyes on one side.
He is no joke. He is no joke whatsoever. And he's etching out his name as one of the better power slappers in history. Granted, it's a young sport. They're only on the 12th event, but still, he's already putting his name out there. Hey, I'm one of the best
Dana
guys.
White owns this too, don't he?
Dana White does.
White owns that.
And here's the cool thing. This is going to be on YouTube. For the first time, it's going to be live on YouTube. Normally, it's been on the Rumble app. What? They made a deal where now it's going to be showed on YouTube. So be sure to tune in to YouTube Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Power Slide 12.
This Friday. Okay.
And then in the co-main event, another title fight for the lightweight championship. We got Robert the Real Deal Trujillo taking on Dakota the Maritime Menace McGregor. We got another McGregor. We got another McGregor stepping in the ring, and it ain't Conor.
Nah.
But
they're slapping people. What's his record?
Let me pull that up real quick.
Like McGregor.
Let me pull that up real quick. But they're going to be going at it for the lightweight championship. And look, now you're talking about putting up a stat card. You got 2 title fights on here. You got former UFC fighter Paige Van Zandt returning to the Power Slam stage. Folks say what they want about her when she was active in the UFC. Oh, she's only up there because she's pretty or she's eye candy. She showed in MMA, in bare knuckle fighting, and now in Power Slam. Oh, I'm more than just a pretty face. I will go out here and throw down with some damn body and let it be known. So shout out to her as well for going out there. And again, shout out to everybody, the Crazy Hawaiian and Wolverine who just retired as the light heavyweight time. Yeah, big Oos right there. Shout out. They're gonna be the cornermen for the red and blue side. So what they do is, they have the 2 slappers step on stage. You go, you take 60 seconds to recover if you're still standing. When you go up to the cage to get some powder, get that baby powder like Mike Epps and How High, right? Get that powder, baby. But you have another slapper there kind of encouraging you on what to do. Quinones was the one for the last one. So when guys come back, hey, you know what you gotta do? You gotta hit this, try this, go a little higher. Hey, you know he's looking for this. So they do give strategy to this.
See, I've never known that, bro. I haven't seen a fight from start to finish. All I see is the highlights on Instagram.
Of course. And look,
that should be funny as hell.
It'd be good, it'd be entertaining. But
I'm watching this one from start to finish though on Friday. I am on YouTube. I'm watching it.
Somebody's gonna be in the house for it. Yes, sir.
You going?
Going. Had to get tickets for it. Try to hit you up, but my cell service ran out of free minutes. So I had to wait till after 9. But you're a little older, you got kids, so I didn't want to be disrespectful and hit you up too late. But I got my tickets for it. Tickets are still on sale. But I got tickets going to be in the house. But it's a lot of fun. And as we move on to UFC 313, just very quickly. Power slap is one of those where you kind of like how they try to build arm wrestling a few years ago. It is entertaining. Sometimes it can be hard to watch just from this fact of, like you said, damn, you gotta let somebody just smack you upside the head like that. But it's a lot of fun. You see the testament of 2 true warriors up there. I look forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun checking it out. Be sure for more Power Slide 12 coverage as we go forward.
Hold on, before we go on to the next subject,
yes, sir.
What's the longest you've seen somebody get slapped for? Like how many slaps did they last?
If the decision, if it's a title fight, is 5 rounds. And the last one, Dumpling took on the Crazy Hawaiian, super heavyweight. The main event, Dumpling is like one of the original OGs of this sport. Most consider him the GOAT because he was doing this before this became a thing. Crazy Hawaiian was the champion. They went 5 rounds. Five.
A round is a slap apiece.
A slap apiece.
Okay.
And they went to decision. Now, if it goes to decision, it's based off the effects that you have from your punches, kind of like in real combat sports. So for an example, you slap me and I take a step back like Davis did against Roach. Okay, but when I slap you and you, I'm good, your slap was more effective than mine.
Gotcha.
I slap you and you kind of wobble, almost fall down. You slap me and I don't move.
Okay.
So it goes off of that. All so right. Yeah. So
I'm watching Friday. I can't wait to see it. We're gonna have something.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. And next week when we recap it, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. It's a lot of fun. Speaking of a lot of fun, UFC 313, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada is going down. Oh my God.
He's excited.
The main event, Magomed Ankalaev, 21-1. The Russian is going to step into the cage. Finally, the fans have been calling for it. Oh, if anybody wants to take on the champion, all they need to do is grapple. Well, now you got the grappling going on. But
now we got to fight.
He's climbing a big mountain. Who is he taking on? Chama, Alex Pereira, the light heavyweight champion, former middleweight champion. Knock this guy out, knock this guy out, knock this guy out. He does it all. Now he's taking on his biggest test because, again, kickboxing background, striker. Everyone has always said the key to him would be he needs to take on a grappler. Magomed Ankalaev is a grappler. Now, he's not just a grappler, he also strikes, but that'll be the key for him. In fact, he even told Pereira on Instagram, or was it X, get ready for 25 minutes of wrestling. And then Pereira just said, if you can last 25 minutes. So he can't grapple?
Pereira can't
It's
grapple?
not that he can't grapple, but that's not his strong suit. Like, if we both can run.
Right.
If we go out there against Noah Lyles or Tyreek Hill, we can't run.
Exactly.
That's how it is with him. He can grapple, sure, but not against somebody who's top level.
Got you.
But at the same time, every fight starts on his feet. With his striking and his power,
he ain't got to grapple.
A lot of times he don't have to. Now, granted, some of his fighters were strikers like Khalil Roundtree and Izzy Adesanya, so those guys weren't even going to look to take him down. But not many of them are going to be standing by the last bell. So this is one of those fights where you say, Alex Pereira, who won Fight of the Year last year, stepping in on short notice for 3 straight events, went 4-0, knocked guys out. Can he go out there and prove to everyone he can take on a high-level grappler and still come out victorious? If he wins this one, you look at the 205 division in light heavyweight in the UFC, not a lot of big names there left for him. Does he then move up to heavyweight, take on John Jones, take on Tom Aspinall? Or does he stay at 205 and welcome the 185 champion, Dracus du Plessis, who said after his win over Sean Strickland earlier this year, is there anyone else? And they both kind of did a gentleman's agreement. Let's fight at light heavyweight. You're a big dude, I'm a big dude, we up here, let's fight. So if he wins, there's options for Pereira afterwards.
Okay.
The Brazilian Pereira, one of the most popular fighters, and here's the crazy part, he don't really speak English. And this just goes to show you, like, oh, you don't, everyone talks about, like, in the world of boxing or even MMA, we always talk about, man, you got to speak English to be a big star. You got to get your English.
That's not true.
No, but I'm talking about his fans. A lot of fans will say that, right?
Yeah, because Pacquiao was a huge star. His English is broken as hell.
Man, look, I lived in Hawaii long enough. That's that pigeon talk right there. I don't know what the hell you saying. But look at Canelo Alvarez. He can speak English, but he don't speak it a lot.
I was born ready. Yeah. That's what he was.
And once again, Pereira, Charles Oliveira, many others have just shown, if I can fight, that's going to be my ticket to stardom right there. So shout out to both of these guys. But before we get to the main event, there's a co-main event. Now, unfortunately, we did have one. Dan Hooker was supposed to be in the co-main event. That was going to be a phenomenal fireworks fight. Hurt his hand. He's out of it. So stepping in on short notice is Rafael Fiziev taking on Justin Gaethje. Just a little clarity here.
Okay.
Justin Gaethje has 9 UFC fights. He has 9 fight night bonuses, which means every time he stepped in the cage, he got a bonus. Yeah. Whether it's for the knockout or the fight of the night. Yeah, for sure. He cannot have a boring fight. He's literally one of those, hit me 7 times so I can punch you twice and then leg kick you. Okay. He's got a wrestling background. I think he's got 1 takedown attempt his whole career. I'm not being facetious here. Okay. This dude has powerful leg kicks. I mean, he would chop your legs down, but he knocks fools out.
He makes me want to watch these fights. You know
he's another one. He's another one. Now, granted, when he talks, that's CTV really shows. But I don't give a damn. He puts it on fools. He's one of those where because of his kind of like Tank. He doesn't give up the rounds early, but his power is so overwhelming. A lot of fighters that he does face can't stand up to it. Right. Max Holloway was the last dude that faced him, knocked him out, but still, that was one of those where you're like, damn, we didn't see that coming. Gaethje is shown coming from another organization in his time in the UFC. Oh, no, I'm game to be up here. I was made to be here. He's only got a few fights left, he said, in his career, so him taking on an opponent he's already beaten in Fiziev. Now, for Fiziev, he's another one. 6 fight night bonuses. Damn. So these are 2 guys. Now, when they fought last time, they went at it. The only thing that happened was you can kind of tell that Fiziev was, at that particular moment, was an up-and-comer in the ranks. And taking on Justin Gaethje, who had been in main events or co-main events most of his UFC career, that stage might have been a little bit too big for Fiziev. The lights might have been a little bit too bright, and just holy shit.
I know that can happen.
I was going to say, you know this from watching boxing all these years. I know that can happen. It does happen. So now he's stepping on short notice. Let me ask you this, just from your knowledge in fighting, do you think stepping in on short notice against an opponent you've already faced, does that give you any sort of an advantage or a slight disadvantage because it is short notice?
If you're staying in the gym, the notice don't matter.
Okay.
So it really don't matter at that point, because a fighter's supposed to stay in the gym year round, not just when you get a fight in 3 months.
Yes.
So you can flip a coin. If he ain't been in the gym and he took a fight on a 6-week notice, Yeah, if he been drinking, smoking, and fucking and doing all of that, yeah, he gonna get his ass whooped.
Well, if he doing all that and still rocking a six-pack like he does, hey, my brother, you need to share the secret. No,
But he could do all that, but you still get your ass whooped.
No, very much so. Very much so. Fazeez took this, I want to say on 2 weeks' notice. He stays in the gym. He's active. He hasn't had a window since 2022. He suffered an injury, so he had to sit out 2024. But he is one of those that he's in search of a victory.
His all by decision?
Yes.
Knocked out?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
no. In fact, I think he got TKO'd one time, and I don't even think he went down.
Though.
No, I was gonna say
boxing is the only sport where they can clean your clock and let you get back up.
Yeah, it's the only, which is so weird. Like I'm laid out flat.
Come on, get up.
Can you go? Give me your gloves. All right, fight.
I guess that's why they say MMA is safer than boxing, though, because
yes,
a fleshly punch fights over.
I've had this conversation before with people where actual former fighters who played football even say MMA is safer than football because, like you said, it's not a constant bam, bam, bam. I get knocked out here, I'm out. I get too cold clocked, I'm out. Submission, X, Y, and Z. Football, boxing, you get hit, shake it off, get right back in there. So the totality of it, why it seems crazy because we got knees, elbows, kicks. Yeah, but once I take one of those and I'm too wobbled, that's it. In boxing, like you said, I could get hit with 4 straight hooks from Tank Davis. I better get up every time and get back out there.
Yeah, for sure.
But but Justin Gaethje, Fazeez, that's going to be an awesome, banging co-main event. 2 guys who are incapable of having boring fights. The main event, Ankalaev taking on Pereira. This is the fight everyone is called for. He's taking on all the strikers, Pereira. Now he's taking on the grappler / striker in Ankalaev. Can he be the one to end the hype train, to defeat Pereira and become the new champion? Or does Pereira still hear the same thing he's heard pretty much all his career? And still. We shall see.
So he's coming in grappling and he's coming in striking.
Yes, it is. Now here's the crazy part.
He don't want to strike at all. He just can if he has
Here's the crazy part. Because everyone knows that. Everyone knows he's going to come in looking for a takedown. Do you go straight for that or play a mental game? Fake the takedown, and I'm coming upstairs with some bangers on you. Because Pereira is known to get hit and to keep his hands low at times because he's so confident he's striking. Knowing he's taking on a wrestler, he could possibly try to come in, and then come up top with a strike and whatnot. That looked kind of silly, but the microphone's here. I didn't want to knock the mic off. But so that's what's so curious about this matchup. Does Ankalaev just go strictly for takedowns, keep him on the ground, and make it a whole grappling fest? Tire him out and then wear on him? Or does he maybe fake it out and show like, no, I could stand up. Maybe not the best decision, but if you could psych him out, maybe.
I know you got me hype. I'm ready to see it. That's the truth.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
What a lot of us have been waiting to see. Some of us waited 23 years to see. It finally happened. We finally saw it.
What you talking about?
In the world of professional wrestling. The man that they call John Cena.
What'd he do, man?
He finally went from hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up to disloyalty, dishonest. Them kids, I'm out of here. He sold out and he sold his soul to The Rock. He took the money. The Rock made an offer to Cody Rhodes. I want your soul. I want you to be my champion. Everything that you want in life, I can give to you. The most followed man on social media in the world. I can give you Hollywood. I can give you movies, TV shows, ads. I can get you more money in your pocket. You can be the man. I can make that for you because technically I'm on the board at TKO, which makes me now pretty much the boss in WWE. I'm the final boss. Cody, give it to me. Cody did the one thing we all love. He showed that he is with the fans. And Rock, go yourself. Which is awesome. John Cena's cheering him on because he won the Elimination Chamber, so he got the title match against Cody Rhodes. He says, cool. He embraces Cody, hugs him. Then he gives a look to The Rock. The Rock goes,
cutthroat.
Cena backs up. Cody doesn't see this. Kicks him in the ding dong. Cody goes down and everyone go, I'm cheering. I'm cheering the whole time. I'm downstairs watching. I'm getting hyped. You got to understand. Like, look, for those of you, we all grew up at some point in our lives, most of us, and watched wrestling as kids.
For sure.
80s and the 90s. Who was the biggest hero that pretty much all of us liked without knowing he was a complete racist? Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
When Hulk Hogan went to WCW and he turned over and went to the NWO at the 1996 Bash at the Beach, I was watching it on the couch with my father. Ooh, they was throwing trash in there. There was fans trying to run in. They got stomped. It turned the world upside down.
Okay. Damn.
Everything lined up at that point for it to be first and for it to be awesome. John Cena doing this. This is his last year of wrestling. He's already said, this is my last year, 2025, I'm retiring. He's never truly been a bad guy once he became made. He did like a year run as a heel at Dr. Thugonomics where he come out there rapping, cracking jokes on people, but then it started to catch on. Right. And people started getting behind it. Then he became Super Cena, 16-time world champion, tied with Ric Flair. He wins one more title. He's got a title shot at WrestleMania against Cody. He got the record for all-time most titles of all time. But he's always, I've done Make-A-Wish. He's done the most Make-A-Wish charities that everyone. And he said in an interview, I want to say in 2018, I could be wrong on the date, but anyways, he said one of the reasons he never turned heel was because there was nobody in the company that could take my place. Who's going to take my place? When Hulk Hogan defeated Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, now it's no longer the era of Andre the Giant. It's Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania. We're taking off. When Hulk Hogan left.
I'm telling you, brother.
When Hulk Hogan left, Stone Cold Steve Austin took over. Stone Cold Steve Austin takes over. The Rock takes over. Like it always changes. Who's next in line? Well, Cena's like, well, who's next after me? Now he went away to do Hollywood for a little while. Now Cody's there. Jey Uso's there. Roman Reigns is there, and many, many others. But now Cody is the main guy. When John Cena does his heel turn on, it was on ESPN. It was all over the news. You had kids crying. You had people crying. It shook up the world. So look, while it may not live up to what Hulk Hogan did, because that was the first time we seen a true babyface turn heel, I would almost say this is just as, if not maybe more impactful, because it's at the end of his run. It's at the point where everyone just accepted, you're the man. We are giving you the legacy tour. They do this thing with him and Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist. Mm-hmm. His theme music, you chant along with it. You suck, boom, boom, you suck. But they did it when he was a bad guy. It kind of became catchy where even when he's a good guy, he embraces it. Yeah, come on, it's like his thing. Same thing with Cena. So when John Cena come out, John Cena sucks. But it's almost like a wink, wink, smile type thing. Like, oh, it's just a friendly jab at each other. And he embraced it. Come on down, do the salute, throw the flag. Now, when they say John Cena sucks, they really mean John Cena sucks. So this just adds more fuel to the fire for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Some people were complaining that it didn't have amazing buildup. Well, this right here just gave it the boost that it needed. John Cena as a heel taking on Cody Rhodes, Ultimate Babyface. Do we get the Bad Man theme song for John Cena? Do we get Cody Rhodes? Oh my God, look.
Can I tell my son John Cena's a bad guy after school now?
Can you record it so I can see his reaction? Because I promise you it's not going to be like this. Oh, he is? Oh, okay. No, it's going to be impactful. This is going to be one of the moments where you got to talk to him, say, son, we need to talk. Sit on down. Take anything sharp out of his hands. Son, I know you're trying to make a sandwich right now. Put the knife down. Sit on down. In fact, I got your favorite cookies right here waiting for you when you're done.
Because I think he got some John Cena action figures.
Oh, there's videos of people burning John Cena's gear. There's a couple. I seen this one. It was a young lady.
Wait. They taking it that serious? Like,
bro, I know it's pro.
Like NFL fans burn jerseys.
I know it's pro wrestling, and I know people sometimes will laugh at it and everything like that. But you gotta understand, this is no different than watching a movie series, The Avengers, a TV show that you're super into. It's the same thing. It's the same world of entertainment. Yes, people are invested in this stuff. Look, dude.
No, I dig it.
I promise you, if we weren't on here talking this, I'd have spent the whole damn show talking about this nonsense, okay? I'd have spent the whole show. Miss Trish told me not to, and I know it. Well, I know you're a wrestling fan, but we gotta talk about other stuff. But it wasn't for combat sports. I'd do a whole show just on this right here. Might be doing one of those in the future. You never know. But it's super big. People are throwing toys out their house and whatnot. It's because, again, you never saw it coming. When there was years where he should have did it, they did it. So it's almost like, okay. Kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Only so many times you're going to show up when someone calls for it and you're ready to take on the wolf.
Right, for sure.
This time they called for the wolf, no one showed up, and the wolf came.
Well, okay.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be awesome. We're going to be talking about it more as it builds up to WrestleMania. 313 recap, Power Slap recap. As more boxing matches come out, me and T going to be right here breaking it down for you guys.
Every fight.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of The Main Event right here on Franchise Wars Media. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, fight fans. Peace.